only on Win Media 98.9.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to Island TV right here on Win Media SKN. It's Hump Day.
Indeed.
September 4th, and you're here with your faves, me, Azam Bailey, and of course, I'm here with the lovely Jade Gwenny Gwenadita, CPL Mathis Stewart, Tushran Johnson, and we're really looking forward to having a great day with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Probably today is White Day.
It is, and you're off. No, don't try lean on me white, you know. You don't come lean on me white.
Yeah, but it's a light. There's some white here.
Okay.
Oh, this shirt was actually given to me by
A white woman?
No, Jade.
Me, no.
By a sipper.
Oh, okay.
Oh, speaking of.
Oh, same one. Same one.
Morning, Mel.
Vibes.
Yeah.
I think they love you more than me, no.
I doubt it, Jade.
You just get gifts and all kind of things. I don't get nothing.
What? Come on, Jade.
Get some breakfast ones.
Jade, come on.
Get some breakfast ones.
Come on, Jade.
That's it.
Jade,
You love me.
the man them have to struggle in this life.
What has to do with me talking about men?
But it's both man and woman here, Jade. I'm saying
Oh.
you get more love. Just naturally because you're a woman.
I see.
Right? You ever see men's shelters?
What? Yeah.
Exactly. Where? You ever see men's shelters?
Yeah.
Where?
They're called shelters.
But they have women's shelters.
Well, fight fair right as him.
No, nobody.
Because you ain't fighting for it, that's my point.
Men don't care about them things.
Fight fair right as him.
We understand the way the world is set up, and we act accordingly.
Speaking of the world, how the world set up, I was talking to you about this morning, but I want to put it over the ear.
Mm-hmm.
There's a conspiracy happening as him when it comes to these storms.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's nowhere that nobody could convince me that
Right.
only on the weekends we are going to have storms. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. We have all these 5 working days
You seen a trend?
for us to stay home. We could have been home.
We could have take a Tuesday.
Yeah, what you say it's supposed to be? A 3-day storm?
The 3-day storm?
A Tuesday to
A Tuesday to Thursday.
yeah. Well, that's 2, but a Monday to Thursday.
No,
Monday
Tuesday,
Wednesday.
Wednesday, Thursday.
Wait.
Yeah.
Tuesday to Thursday, going Monday, sort out with stuff. Tuesday to Thursday, we home. Enjoying the rain and the thunder and the lightning. But no. Every single time we decide we're going outside, and this weekend would have been specifically important.
An outside weekend.
An outside weekend for many reasons.
It still is.
Yes, hopefully. One, we would be celebrating our national heroes, our independence from the oppressors, and the death of a significant monarch. But instead, the weather decide that we may not be able to, and I don't like it. Who do I have to speak to? Give me a number for somebody at HAP.
Let's Google HAP number.
See if you can find a number for HAP, because I have a complaint.
Yeah, they need to stop staring these times, them.
I have a serious complaint as them. They have all week to do this. But you choose every weekend. Every time, every little storm, every little rain. every little interruption in our schedule that has happened because of a storm has been on the weekend. Why?
You may be onto something, Jade. You can't ignore the trend.
It's up. It's blatant.
Yeah.
It is blatant disrespect for our time. And our feelings.
And our fun.
And our fun. Most importantly.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, speaking of the money, you see I could make a lot of money going?
Oh!
Yeah.
I saw this sometime yesterday on Instagram and I couldn't believe what I was reading.
I feel like that's a good business for me to get into.
I believe that there's people here who do that already.
Exactly.
But let the people know what we're talking about.
Well, it says professional mourner would charge more than 80 million to quiet Queen's funeral. I could do this for less.
I mean, that's probably 80 million Jamaican dollars, eh?
No, you have a point.
Let me take a.
It did come out of Jamaica.
Let me walk. Yeah, of course. We know where the story was going to originate. The story definitely was going to originate in
Jamaica. But I got the skills to do that. I could cry on the man.
Really?
No, but I could try.
You could definitely learn for that.
Yeah, I could try. I just need enough sad thoughts, and I have plenty to pull from.
Basically, half a million.
Yeah. That sounds reasonable to me. You see that they're locking up people in England for saying things like the monarchy is terrible, and Prince is
King Charles.
No, Andrew. I'm talking about. Is that Predator? Is Andrew was the one with the Epstein story?
I can't remember. That was one of them.
Yeah, it's Andrew, man.
Queen husband.
That's the queen up. What the other one name?
Which other?
Charles.
You have to give me the.
He is either the nephew. He's the nephew. He was in the
nephew of who?
Lizzie.
Lizzie nephew?
Yeah.
That would be Anne's son?
Yeah, he was in the Epstein story when they're trying to investigate him for child predatorial behavior.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when he was on the plane and so. And then the pictures with Epstein and Ghislaine.
Well, I must say, Jade, if we're going by everybody who's in the pictures, the whole.
No, we ain't going by that. I'm just saying he was one of them in the pictures. We ain't going by that, because if he was going by other people looking funny in the light.
Yeah. But at least they don't tone it down a bit. Remember Andrew.
Okay, Mel, what he name then? What he name?
Maybe it's Andrew.
Andrew is the son?
Andrew is the son.
Okay, see, well, then I'm probably correct. I feel like it's Andrew. Andrew is who?
So if some people say right now, Andrew is a predator, then the Queen's Guard coming for you.
Bye. They're going for Andrew, eh? They're going for you for saying it. They're going for him, who is under investigation of doing it.
But he's under investigation, so they're kind of going for him. But we got the proof of what you were accusing you of.
Which is why men understand how you're locking up people for
but
stating the obvious. Freedom. I want the freedom of speech.
Jade, you want the right of freedom of speech don't mean you could just say anything.
Well, they say just saying anything. They're talking about things that.
You just said the man on an investigation.
Yeah, he was stripped of his military titles, so clearly there's something sticking.
Not really. That's like in the NFL, right? Mm-hmm. In the NFL, somebody just come up and say, this person did whatever. That man ain't cutting a style, you know. That man suspending a couple of games, boom, boom, boom. Two toots come out, but they drop the charges because they ain't got no evidence.
These charges ain't dropped, man. And this going on a while.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, back in the day, you're going to talk them kind of things about the monarchy and so. But that's treason by half of his head. So they take him now. They take him now. Yeah,
they're just locking you up, they're taking off your head. Interesting.
This is going on all over the world. You see what's going on. I tell you what's going on in Russia. You say anything that even just considered not in support of the military. But they come for you. I
gotta leave it take as well. I don't just say anything here. Because If St. Kitts was one of them countries, by a lot of y'all would have been in jail. Oh no.
People need to get more protective of their reputations around here. Because people just to be on here just saying whatever they want.
Yeah, we don't sweep people enough over on these ends. We don't give enough lawsuits over on our sides. People just allowed to say things and just be like, oh well, on it. He's on the Facebook. See, he said that he didn't know the girl was underage, but they have photos with him and the child. Okay.
There are more photos of that people who, you know?
I don't feel like you have those type of photos?
Not them kind of photos.
Oh, well, it's them kind of photos we're talking about, not your kind of photos. There's a difference. Hopefully.
I've never taken pictures with it.
You better say it. Boy, what pictures I got next thing, you know? Police bust the door. Let's not.
Watch it. I don't even want people like be flooding my phones when some of these things go around and go around and go around. Be like, oh, miss me please. But I like that there. Now you see this thing. You see this blockchain technology. Wait till WhatsApp and all these places like jump on and that. All them forwarding things and done. Cause then just be like, oh, this is all the people who have it. That's the person who sent it out first. Yeah, bro. Like you're on the blockchain, like you're on it, like you're on the blockchain, like you can't really forge it, like it. No. Like
they're gonna get you, man. You see, it's similar to how they track these child predators when they have like a chain of child porn going around. Yeah. They just lock up everybody.
Yeah.
That's insane. Anyway, got some of these cases, right? With people who get caught up in child porn scandals. Hey, I got one picture in as him. They got thousands and hard drives full, you know. They got so much pictures that they can't even spend their lifetime looking at them. So they just be ridiculous. That's why they're in jail. Go sit down over there. You go see. I wouldn't be shocked because right now, I don't tell her, you know, that Epstein thing was fishy.
But that's what I'm saying. If you're going by who was on them islands and who was
boy,
on
them man get rid of that there quick, boy.
They were on a leadership left.
Yeah, boy. They get rid of Epstein quickly.
They were on a leadership left.
No. You know too much. Look here, right? They didn't even try to do a good job at getting rid of Epstein.
No. But I believe it was purposeful. I believe they did it that way so everybody know, yo, we kill him, eh?
Yeah.
Like, we kill him. So,
it was clear.
Like, we
clear
kill him.
as there.
So just know this is the lengths we're willing to
watch
go to.
Watch yourself.
Yeah, he did not kill himself, guys.
Definitely. Definitely did not.
Yeah, I believe it was purposefully that sloppy and that obvious.
So people could know that.
People could know, yeah, this is how we rolling, guys.
We could get rid of you too.
Yeah.
Don't feel like you're special.
Yeah. So, take note, guys, when you're fraternizing with powerful people.
Powerful people have powerful links. Sure.
Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. What's up?
Hello.
Morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Hello? Nice.
That voice came out kind of scary, especially in the context of what we were talking about.
The person need a hug, boy.
And say hello.
Yeah, but we didn't finish the professional mourner article.
That was it. It wasn't an article. It was just something that I saw.
Oh.
And
so this man is saying that he is willing to come and cry at the Queen's funeral for a small fee.
Yes, a small change. That's not change compared to what the monarchy got.
You're right.
You know what I saw yesterday that I found interesting? No, please don't lock me up. Somebody is saying, what is deemed ghetto if poor people do it, but acceptable if rich people do it?
Jay, these double standards have been well documented. You want to give some examples?
Stealing.
Yeah.
Stealing. And then they showed multiple pictures of stolen gems and jewels and all of these things that were perched on the heads and the necks of the monarchy. I said, boy, that's a good point. It's a good grand point. Stolen jewels from around the world, specifically African continents. Yeah.
The thing about it for me too is just that
we're gonna give them back. Kaya wouldn't be stealing, eh?
Maybe reclaiming.
Yeah.
They had a whole situation with, I think it was France.
We talked about Tanisha?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they gave back up Benin, some of the Benin mask, and yeah. Yeah, so they had a bunch of the Benin masks that they gave back, and it was pretty much like 1% of all the stuff that they had.
That's why I don't get to know. Just give the people the things.
I mean,
would you like?
No. I no. The thing for me is, you can't just give people the things, and I think that's why a lot of the countries not just saying, I'm not making a bigger plea for it. It's not enough for you to just decide that, oh well, these things are some here, so giving them back, because what can happen? They'll go back and then just smash up. Like then just smash up. You have to have the proper training and care and facilities to take care and display them properly, right?
Okay.
So my thing is, you done had it for so long, bring it back and create the infrastructure to be able to properly care for this thing over the next couple of generations.
I agree.
But the bigger issue is, how does one create the leverage to be able to do that?
That's a good question, because I don't see y'all just trained to walk into the palace and say, well,
hey, this is mine.
This was mine.
This is mine.
Yeah, y'all took this, and they're gonna say, okay, and so what?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We want us about that.
Exactly.
Because y'all not going to war over these things. Y'all not about to beef the monarchy over some jewels that they stole from you guys. Y'all not doing it.
Jade, but to me the jewels is the least. The jewels and the art is the least. As the most significant example of that?
Oh.
The land. The actual place where they live.
So if they can't get the jewels, they think they're going to get the land? No.
But if they can't get the land, we live here. Like, we hear all the time, like, they came here, they discovered it. Like, and
that's something that's still mind blowing to me, How you gonna discover things when you see people here?
Because it was a purposeful change in the system. When they went from, see, what happened was, the idea of conquering lands was nothing new. That has been going on since time immemorial, right? Mm-hmm. The issue was, as you got more land, it became harder to control. Like, obviously, your resources stretched. Like, you're further away from the central governing,
to be greedy.
right? So how do you retain control over these lands? No, so you say, no, this is what we do. Instead of conquering the lands, we discover them. It was a purposeful switch. They said, no, this is what you do. You go there, you bring our religion, right? You bring some of our customs, and you allow the people to stay there. You just have to integrate them into our system, and then we discover the place.
And the worst part is that they're literally still teaching this in school, I bet if I go sit down in a history class right now, right? They're still in there teaching the fresh children them that a white man discovered all of this what we have right now.
And the thing is, they weren't even the first to do it. Like, I'm not even talking about the fact that like there was like people living there, Jade. I'm saying there were people who came from across the Atlantic, right? Before them.
So how they just decided them?
Because they define the word as they want to. Good morning, caller. Good morning, caller. You're live on LNT. What's up?
Hi, good morning, Jade and Asim.
Good morning.
I'm going to be brief.
Morning.
I'm going to be brief. No, I'm not going to give you a lecture today. Back to the mass, the Benin mass. Let us don't misconstrue the Benin mass was from the Benin in Nigeria, the kingdom of Benin, as opposed to Benin, the country in West Africa. It's a different geographic location, but the mass. You would have watched, I hope, you would have watched the Black Panther movie. And at the British Museum, when the guy from America, one of the families, the bloodline, the royal family of Black Panther, went into there, when the curator told him where the mask was from, when he corrected her and told her that the mask was from a particular kingdom. Those masks have energies. And for a period when those masks were taken from those places, they were deactivated. Well, that period is up. So those masks are reactivated. And no one can possess them but only the rightful people. So when you find the French in the Louvre Museum in France, I think, or somewhere in, I think was Belgium, where this French guy went in and he made a noise about some mask from the Congo. Eventually, these people have to give back the mask because the prophecy is saying this mask is due for the rightful owner. And if anyone would wear the mask that is not, they're not the right ones that are due for it, some sort of taboo, some sort of illness is going to come their way. So they're realizing that they have to give up these masks. Reluctantly, they don't want to give them up, but they have to give up these masks and other instruments, other sacred things that belong to only sacred people and sacred owners that possess these things for over thousands of years. The energies of the gods or the deities or the Nitterus possess these things, and it is real. So the system kingdom is up, and another kingdom is ushering into back to how things are to be restored to all things. So that's just a brief synopsis as to how these things are. They're not just face value things that we willy-nilly anymore. They're deep. And we are the sons and daughters of these things. We are the ones that can explain it. So please do the good job that you're doing. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, boss. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Appreciate it. Jade, we in tea time?
Yeah, we've been into time. You just sing.
Tea time.
I think you're going to tattoo any woman on your skin? Any woman name. Any woman, initials, birth date, symbol, birth sign, birth.
Okay.
No?
Okay, Jade, you have to be careful with these questions, Jade.
Why? I thought we were here to be honest and open.
Yes. But you still have to be careful. Open, honest, and careful. To answer your question, no.
Okay.
But I want to say, I am one person who does not frown on persons deciding to pay tribute, homage to persons in that particular way. But continue.
No, that is their right. That is their right. If they feel to put their significant other's initials.
Or someone else's significant other.
Whoever significant other.
Right.
If they feel like to put their name on their skin, that is their choice. It is their skin.
And more power to them,
More power to you.
And the person who got their name tattooed.
Indeed. You are a special person.
But guess what? Some people just take that to another photo. Some people don't like it. Some people don't share our sentiments, Jade.
Not at all. Well, of course, this comes out of Jamaica. A 46-year-old Leon Reed, otherwise not called Nose.
I need to see a picture of this man because I already know why.
Sorry.
The man nickname is Nose. I can't say nothing because I know. I ain't gonna say where any country the person from, but I know somebody named Nose here too.
Why would y'all do that?
Jade, take one guess. Take one guess why someone would watch somebody and call them Nose. Take one guess, Jade.
Y'all are mean.
Continue.
Y'all are mean. But yes, he's otherwise called Nose, a taxi driver of Phase 3 in Havana Heights, Clarendon, and he was charged with abduction and assault, occasioning actual bodily harm, following an incident in the parish on Wednesday, September 7th, 2022. The charges, stem from an incident involving Reed and the mother of his child. Reports said that at about 5 p.m., Reed went to the woman's workplace where an argument developed about a tattoo that the woman had removed. Reed allegedly punched her in the face several times and used threats to force her to enter his motor car.
Wait. Stop. What got removed?
A tattoo of his name.
So she removed the tattoo of his name.
And he walked out, man having that. Yes, so he forced her to enter his motor car, after which he took her to his house. She was rescued by the police, who was contacted by a relative. Reed fled the scene and was later apprehended by the police on Friday, September 9th, during a special operation and was subsequently charged. He is to appear before the Clarendon Parish Court on Thursday, September 15th. You want
a couple things, right?
Friend.
We already talked about this, Keep your hand off of people. Keep your hand off of people.
Simple concept, You don't hit me, I don't hit you.
Jade, I know there are a lot of men out there now. A lot of people. But in particular men. Who probably hearing this and going, oh yeah. I said, look, I totally agree.
What? Wait till I said.
But you know.
Sorry, let me tell you. Your impressions are funny as hell today.
But let me tell you something. I know, guys, that sometimes women have this knack, right, Jane? Where they are able to poke you in exactly the point that hurts. The right spot. Watch here. If women used to actually fight like how they does talk.
We've been some of the greatest warriors alive.
Ninjas, pressure points, every pressure point, them man touching.
We don't play. Let's just... all we need to know is that you feel insecure about something small, Something infinite, as in the littlest thing.
It ain't just that, sometimes you ain't even know you're insecure about it until she talk about it in a kind of way that make you question it.
Wait there.
But guess what? None of that matters, guys. None of that matters. That is no excuse.
None at all.
That is no excuse. But not only that, because this is my thing, Jade. I am suspecting in this particular case that there were some discussions that were had. The thing that sparked up the discussion might have been her taking the tattoo off her face.
No, you mean off her skin.
Off her skin, sorry. So we talk about nose, I think.
Somebody want to know which name she tattoo.
Well, I hope
it was the government name.
I hope it was the government name and she didn't put nose on her skin somewhere.
Ooh, boy.
But
that could be a reason why she wanted to take it off. It's hard to explain to people why nose is on your skin, The word nose.
Jade, based on some of the tattoos I've seen and
the questionable.
Yeah. But nose ain't the worst. Nose ain't the worst. Maybe she just put a nose. Maybe she just tattoo like a nose and she left her or something.
No, he said name. Specifically name. Not symbol.
Representing the name.
Yeah, the name itself.
But the thing is, as much as sometimes you're being poked and prodded and you have a responsibility to yourself. Keep your hand off of people.
Simple maths. Things get too heated, you leave or they leave. Simple maths.
Aye. But let me ask you a question, Jane. We already discussed this. Again, personally, I don't have an issue with that. I don't have an issue if you decide.
I
know you're not doing that.
Oh, I thought that's your question. Because you know me doing that.
Actually, I don't know. Never say never. But
well, I saying it though. I, Jade, Janice, Idita Johnson, shall never and will never tattoo a man's name on her skin.
But you see, you're saying it like that, like it's a bad thing.
I'm not saying it like it's a bad thing.
So never say never.
I'm saying it like I will never do it. That's not my thing.
Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. What's up?
Good morning, Island Tea family. I have my lemongrass tea and some leftovers from last night, so I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Jade, I don't know what these women get about putting on a man name and you're crazy, you know?
Well, it's the man. If
And
they
when
want,
you follow, you scrap it up, put on somebody's name again.
that ain't for me to see.
No, you put it in a different position.
I had a statue over that, fall into it.
You know, must be next time maybe he and she fall out, so she's seeing somebody else now, so she want to remove his name, and then, he gets all woke up. And I put nobody's name. When I was younger, they still put something like cross, they just come up. And I mean, what think about that again, because they got to, heat the needless and dig you, make out this. I said that, yeah. And I don't have to these people today all in over the world, all over the nose, all over the private part. I know not to tattoo away. And then you look, if you try to get sickness, you can't get blood. So I don't know, I'm to some of them, you have a good day, yeah? Happy independent when you come, happy independent, maybe enjoy it to the fullest. Maybe live to see many more. 39 years, oh my God, we young. And Jay, you think Nevis supposed to want to separate? We here so long. My grandmother come out to Nevis by father's side. My grandmother come out to Nevis by mother's side. What I hear them with the talks last night. We need to men together, stay together. And if when they got cultural man, we ain't go over there. Over there, we look like a dead dog. I let people over there, where we take part. And it's with a go up and lively up the place. I don't know how to the gentleman. I said, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. You with it only. Yeah. And we're too small. We need to be one nation, one federation, one government. Not no premier, no thing here, no prime minister, no. They need to work on that, one thing. Like Trinidad and Tobago bigger than us, and it's one. One, right?
All right, thank you. I mean, you lose me somewhere between there, but nevertheless, we always appreciate when you call.
Not lady big up yourself, man.
Yeah, man.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, indeed.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, Jade,
by the way, I just realized I lied. I do have a man's name tattooed on my hand.
The son?
My father.
I didn't even know you had tattoos.
Yeah, I got two small ones, one of my granny and one of my dad. See? This was when I was in high school, and I put my dad's initials on my finger.
When I young, I just do some things, see?
Yeah, bye. Because who tell me pick there?
Worst thing ever.
What? As in top 10 worst pains I ever feel in my life. So yes, let me redact my statement.
That's
saying a lot. Never put a man's
son.
Yeah.
That's saying a lot.
That's a top. They may say.
No, he said top.
Because he was definitely top.
But I'm saying if you got scale and that there on the scale.
This was born number 9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Giving birth to Jaden was number 1.
But my thing is, you in high school, you ain't supposed to be old enough to get a tattoo.
Well, that ship has sailed, isn't it?
That's what I'm telling you. Like, but hey,
that ship done sail.
Let me tell you something. I tell Jay this morning, fellas, I watch out for these girls here. I got tricks I got all kind of tricks, Jade.
I mean,
Jade,
chicks are for kids.
Jade, I never see. The only people I ever see here with like fake IDs is girls. I never seen none. I never seen a young man with no fake ID. All the fake IDs I seen have been girls.
I never seen none. So I don't know what I'm about.
Okay. Girls going telling people, I 18. My mother's here. The girl mother come back, making all kind of noise. So she 13. The man say, miss, me see nothing they look 13 yet. Man don't put on the tattoo, man don't know what to do. Man don't get paid.
Just
yeah, the man do. Take out the tattoo or give back the money. And none of them two things happening here.
None of them things happening. That ship has sails, madam. You take up that with your child.
Yeah.
Yeah. My was a real ghetto tattoo though. Don't say that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But that, well, no, but I could understand dad and thing. I could understand dad.
Yeah.
Dad, children, okay.
Yeah, my dad and my grandma who passed away.
Right.
And Jaden next. However, a man, like, a man that I like,
meaning somebody who's not related to you by blood.
Yeah.
Like I'm seeing a trend with you. It's blood relatives.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those feel safe.
Right, the way they see some families fall apart. You never know. The way they see some families fall apart.
No, good point, Carla. Good point.
I don't know.
Good point.
I
wonder how those families from election getting along.
Oh boy, wow.
Think they don't forgive each other?
Come on, Jade, come on.
Make amends? Kiss and make up?
What?
No?
But we're going to the grave with that, dear. Going to the grave. No,
With that kind of animosity in your heart? For your family member over elections?
No. Let's explore this for a second before we move on.
Mm-hmm.
I know of family dynamics that are just so toxic. And you'd have maybe one generation where these two siblings don't talk to them two siblings or whatever. And they try to pass on that down the line, like through cousins and so.
Oh, I know. I lived that experience.
And it's
I
like,
know exactly what you're talking about.
and it's like, you don't even know why we.
Oh.
I don't know it's come from.
Man, you're afraid, man.
But you don't even know. You don't even know why we don't talk to them. You just know we don't talk to them. Sometimes they live literally 2 doors down from each other.
There is mortal enemies for life.
Sometimes the cousin them got to go school together. They end up in the same class, and they have no problem with each other. No problem, and they say, "Why we don't like you, my man?"
My mother said.
The mother said we shouldn't talk to her.
So I don't talk to her. Yeah, I've not that kind of experience, but I've lived through generational toxicity.
Feuds.
Yeah, man.
Them family feuds.
Them family feuds are rough, you know. Because some y'all really hate each other. Y'all ain't supposed to be around each other at all, because the way some of y'all deal with y'all family members, y'all need to go to therapy. Some of y'all got some trauma that y'all carrying, and it is causing you to lash out against people that have done nothing to you. Family, friends, significant others.
Jade.
Do a little therapy. Talk to your counselor. Figure out what is it deep down in your spirit that is causing you to behave that way.
I don't know, Jade. I see. It's one thing if you could identify, hey, they're having some dispute over, for instance, a family home, some property, land, that kind of thing. But sometimes, nothing. It's something when. I know one particular family. The 2 eldest women, which are their sisters, right? So they had same parents. It's something that happened when they were kids. Something that happened when they were kids.
Got them behaving so.
That all now they're the grandmothers. That the 2 separate lines. They try to keep the lines apart, you know. So the first cousins shouldn't talk to the first cousins, and those children now who like in school and so, well, they don't bother talk to them from over there, you know. I mean, of course, the children over time recognizing that, but we really shouldn't. Like, we really have no reason to hate each other. They try to maybe let the children play now and again and that kind of thing, but they can't let the grandmothers know. If they let the grandmothers know, but it's war, chaos. Also, you're with them.
Hey,
also,
you're against us.
You're against us. You're with them.
Like,
when she come in here walking, she up you.
You mean my cousin? You mean my sister?
Is them there why such and such and such? Is them there why mama? You ain't know. If me know why you got to.
Yeah, why you hate them? That ain't my issue. You want me to take up your beef? You about to pass on, and I supposed to be taking up your beef to beef forever too? Say, want me beef my family for another 100 years, carry on the lineage?
Family, Jade, family.
You see, I talk about my Jet this morning and they calling me? Good things.
Jade, please don't call me name ever. Because it seems as though when you call, like I see in a trend here now, you want to talk about conspiracy? Please don't refer to me in any negative light, Jade. As a matter of fact, could you please say Azam will get money?
But why everybody keeps telling me to say that? Why everybody keeps telling me to say that?
Because that's the thing that people need, Jade. That's the thing that people need.
Y'all be ridiculous. Stop telling me to say that y'all gonna get money. That's not how it works. I don't know
Jade,
how anything works.
Jade, no, look, Jade.
But I feel like
Jade, look, you're not understanding what's happening here. You're the one who keeps coming on and saying, "Hey, are you saying things and they're coming to pass? You keep saying it, so of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Listen.
That
one was a
Okay.
coincidence.
Oh boy, you wanna move on before we jump into the next segment?
Yes, let me see. So let me talk about UFOs.
Oh boy.
Yes.
I'm just actually very happy that we're not talking about politics every day.
Yeah, oh my God, that was a dark time in our life, eh?
Somebody asked me yesterday. As I'm trying to figure out, and perhaps you could help me, is it that people just happy that Labour win the election, or that the election done? I say, you might be onto something here. You might be onto something here, boy.
Watch here, nobody wants to be in a toxic relationship with politicians. Okay?
I said, but you might
and that's
be
how
onto
it
something.
felt. It felt like we were in a toxic relationship that we were just trying to figure out and get through for a period in our life. That period between February to August, dark time in our life. Dark time in our history. We saw the crumble of a government unit, a unity government per se, that threw us. What's happening? What's happening on the life? Why this person keep talking about soccer? Who's talking about soccer?
Yeah, but the person is just logging off from overseas and figure we're Caribbean people and we like soccer too. Yeah.
Okay. Carry on. Yes, that was a very dark period in our life, Azim, where we felt like we were just looking at our parents. It felt like we were going through a divorce. We, the kids, were going through a divorce. So the nation was the kids. The politicians was the parents. We saw the family unit break up. Everybody started to slander each other. Yeah, they do the corruption and this. And then our step parents, our adoptive parents, had to step up to forge peace, to get us back on track.
Yeah.
That is why the Labour government just swept. Clean sweep.
Yeah,
boy. Hey, that's funny. Me laughing at the politicians per se. I'm laughing at how it happened. Because if you take out the people, right, and just tell the story, it's hilarious, you know?
Dude, we was here on the ear going, nah man, that man can't be doing that. That can't really be where we're going with this thing.
Yeah, man. We said, we're going to the election. That man gonna fix that.
I was the one who was totally wrong. I ain't afraid to say it. I was here saying, nah man, Jay, they're gonna start it up, man. Because it would make no sense. But like that would make sense.
Yeah.
That would make sense. Like what the thing can happen. Like it ain't gonna work out for them. Like I was the one here saying it.
But we tell them, we say, you know.
So I was saying, but no, there's no way that could happen. Well, I was wrong.
Wrong bad. Wrong bad too.
I was wrong.
Bye.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah. UFOs.
Yeah, UFOs.
So Ukraine's astronomers say that there are tons of UFOs over Kiev. Kiev, sorry. Ukraine's airspace has been busy this year. That's the nature of war. But scientists in the country are looking to the skies and seeing something they didn't expect. An inordinate number of UFOs, according to a new preprint paper published by Kiev's main astronomical observatory in coordination with the country's National Academy of Science. Vibes. The paper does not specifically address the war, but in the United States, the Pentagon has long hinted, speculated and warned that some UFOs could be advanced technology from foreign militaries, specifically China and Russia, though it hasn't really given any evidence that it is actually... So where did I just pull this from?
No, because they're speculating. They say, well, okay, but this is what
So
happened.
they refused. So they instead of believing that things are entering our airspace, they believe is another country building it.
Yeah, Jay, but that would make sense.
So why can't be things entering? Why that ain't make sense?
Okay, you want me to go to this for you? You want me to answer the question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because we know those people over there exist. Like, we know.
So you don't feel like they know that people or things outside of our universe exist?
I believe that a lot of the people on the level that are making these statements may have personal speculations. They may even personally believe that. But there's one thing to have belief, and then one thing to have things documented.
True.
There's one like I could believe that there's aliens, but if anybody asks me how I know,
We know because they show us the video. they show us the video. That we was minding with business, you know. They just leak a video.
of what?
Unidentified aircrafts.
You just prove the point. You just start out by saying unidentified.
They ain't gonna try that. They ain't gonna work that on us. They're gonna try blame this on China and Russia. The aliens them want to know what make all behaving so. So they come down and take a peep.
Wow.
They wanted a first-hand view of what's happening. Because to them it make no sense.
Well, part of it for me might be the fact that if you want to believe that there's actually aliens, it don't mean that the aliens are the ones who are building these aircraft. It could be that whoever has access to the technology, harnessing the technology and doing their own thing.
So you what?
I don't know.
Conspiracy theory here. You don't believe like some of these outside forces presenting some of these technologies to these countries to see how they're going to use them to test. You know, just drop a little here and there.
A little proton generator.
Yeah, a little energy sphere.
I don't know.
Drop it in America, drop one in China, you know, drop one in the Ukraine, because right now they're battling Russia. And they seem like they're winning again, eh? You talked about this yesterday?
The Ukrainians?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I am not one to get my hopes up over it.
Oh, no, we ain't doing enough, sure. Because Putin look worried.
Not only that, like 2 months ago, the talk was that the Russians kind of kicking them in the butt.
They was watching it, blowing up things.
No, I mean, they were really taking land. There was, as a matter of fact, I was watching some reports, some embedded reporters, and they were like, hey, Russia got these man by the gonads by.
Yeah.
And then to just like, I believe, you want me to tell you what I really believe? I believe that Russia is doing what Russia has always done in war. Wait for winter.
It must get cold.
Wait for winter, and
this is a game. Hold on, man.
We always win the wars in winter. Wait till winter, we just deal with the situation. We got people who just live in ice.
Yeah.
Like their house made out of ice.
Listen, Russian is different, eh? If anybody could beef somebody in the dead of cold, you got to be a different.
Jade, ask Napoleon. Napoleon went over there, got talk about he fighting war, you know. The man just wait till winter. Napoleon had to retreat across the whole.
Because the man ain't built for that.
More people die from the weather than from the actual fighting.
And yet Russians just be out here shirtless, no shoes.
Jade doesn't for dip in the ice water.
Nothing but a gun. And this is why I'm beefing? You're crazy. This is why I'm really beefing? No, thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Hard pass.
Yeah, but I mean, we can figure it. We can figure it out at some point, you know.
Who is we?
General population.
Oh.
General population. I think we are being prepped.
For what?
With the alien talk and stuff.
Man.
Yeah, we're being prepped.
Can't you think about it? They can't just fling it on us, eh?
Come
look
on.
Look how people just be.
We panic. Pandemonium in the streets. You see what our like response was to like a super flu?
Yeah, boy.
Shut down everything.
Some was shut down everything. Some was like, "Bye, you just have to listen." If we can't even.
Most places had shut down at some point. Most places shut down.
If we can't even agree on what to do on a super flu, aliens ain't gonna be a walk in the back. So they can't just get up this morning and just release that.
Especially if the aliens humanoid looking, it'll be a little better for us to think.
Yeah.
But the aliens just don't look nothing like us.
Whew. Problems.
Why that would That would be. Suppose the aliens are just like light beings. Like they're just this collection of light. Which I could see as being very plausible.
Yeah, that's plausible.
That's very plausible.
Based on the listen, people, let's talk about.
We just bags of water and light.
Yeah, if anybody out there believe that we are the only living, breathing thing in this universe that we cannot explore, I crazy. I got to be crazy. One planet of people. That's it. Really? Nah. Come on. We can't even explore the ocean.
No, but the thing for me is this. I don't understand. So somebody's making the point, religious people will be in shambles for sure. But I think what religious people would have to do is just shift their mindset. They already believe in beings other than humans.
True.
The Holy Spirit, Jesus, angels,
them things.
Demons.
So
like you already believe in beings that are not Homo sapien.
Yeah.
Like intelligent beings.
I'm not they should be the least surprised.
Their mind should already be prepped.
Yeah.
For other intelligent beings.
But I don't think it's the end of the world. They don't think it's like.
You know what would be crazy though?
What?
If like some being come here and just claim to be like Jesus, and really is like an alien.
That ain't gonna be a hard sell.
That's the point I'm making.
That ain't gonna be a hard sell.
Just work a couple miracles, boom bang.
Bye. All I got to do.
I think there's a movie like this before, you know.
For sure?
Yeah, there's a show or something like this where like it was really an alien.
I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, this dude was really an alien, but he convinced everybody like. But really, what happened? He just had technology to make things like float and so.
Vibes. If I was an alien, that's the type of alien I would have want to be.
Just come down to the earth and
just convince you that I the second coming or the third or whichever coming to be at this point.
Yeah.
But I would have convinced y'all and y'all would have believed me. Because to be realistic, humans very gullible,
Very much.
Very, so it ain't even hard to make y'all believe that I am a whole Jesus out here. Well, not Jesus, because Jesus don't come and I try to kill him. But yeah, you could imagine being Jesus, boy. They might come. Try to say, boy, I don't kill him, man.
But Jade, that's generally what happens.
But I got no respect.
Jade, you don't have to be the son of God to experience that, Jade. Like,
ask the politicians?
No. Generally, Jade, in the story, the politicians is the ones doing the killing.
Oh.
And generally, that's the case. Generally, you have people who come and mean the best for everybody and trying to do positive impact. And the powers that be is generally the ones who just be like, nah, crucify him.
Yeah, kill him. Kill that.
Yeah, crucify him.
He tried to bring too much peace and happiness to the world. Kill that.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. You think we can help?
No, Jade.
I'm just making sure.
No.
Once you won't believe so, I'm going to believe so.
No, but I think that, I really do think we're being prepped. All of these TV shows and all these reports of things that we can't explain.
Sprinkle here and there of a little video, a little grain video.
And not only that, coming from sources that we would believe to hide that type of information.
Yeah,
if they have it, those are the places it's coming from.
Yeah,
so I
man.
think we're now being prepped.
Prep them for sure because Lord, y'all just can't spring that kind of information on them.
Yeah, Jane.
Chaos.
The truth is, if a lot of us were higher thinkers and studied, for instance, right? I keep saying like we just have too much distractions. That's why we're not in tune with a lot. I think we could download a lot of this information. These what do they call them? Swamis and yogis. You know those like they're not really monks because they're not from like the Buddhist background. But these Swamis, these Indian wise men and so, who go up and like live in a cave for 20 years and just meditate every day. And then they come back with all this like
knowledge,
insight and knowledge into things that is just like wow.
People them crazy.
But this is not like one man. This is a long line of people that have done this, that go and meditate for years on end, and then just come. Where do you think the information coming from? How do you think they're figuring out all these things? We have it inside of us, but we just don't have enough. We have too many distractions to stop and sit and think. As a matter of fact, the act of like philosophizing and thinking and so, like, I think that they're done with.
We don't think.
We don't think, Jade.
No.
We react.
We clearly.
Yeah, I don't think.
Obviously.
Yeah. That's why people just end up like beating up people because they remove the name after the skin and so.
That's why we start with the story, isn't it? Yeah, I'm hereby.
Full circle, Jade. You say we come back?
Break time.
Break time. We always find a way.
We always do.
But guys, we're going to take a short break and be right back with more Island Tea right here on We Media SKN. Stick and stay, guys.
Don't stop, won't stop, can't stop the never-ending cashback at Horsewoods. Yes, it's that time of the year. Double cashback coupon season is here. The season when Horsewoods Furniture and Appliances gives away millions in free groceries with every FlexPay purchase and a chance to win 1 year in free groceries with a never-ending double cashback. Yes, the Horsewoods never-ending double cashback is back for even more free groceries. This is double cashback coupon season, so come today and get double cashback coupons for absolutely free groceries in the never-ending double cashback promotion. Yes, happening now. Get double cashback coupons for absolutely free groceries with every higher purchase. The never-ending double cashback is back at Horsewoods Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture Home Store, where you get double cashback coupons for free groceries with every FlexPay purchase. Don't stop, won't stop, can't stop the never-ending savings, never-ending discounts, never-ending quality and service, and the never-ending double cashback for this double cashback coupon season. Don't miss it. Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects our sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib, it's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
Hey guys, welcome back to Island Tea right here on Win Media SKN. It's Hump Day! And of course, as we said before, we'd been joined by some very special guests in the studio. We spoke a bit about the organization yesterday. And so today we have members from the Census National Youth Parliament Association in studio with us. Morning guys, how are you guys doing?
Good morning.
We're good.
Nice. We have 4 young people here in the studio. I'd love if you guys could introduce yourselves for the persons listening and viewing.
Okay, so good morning, Azam. Good morning, Jada. I'll jump into it. My name is Mariel Knight, and I'm the president-elect for the SKNYPA year 2022-2023. I would have joined the association in 2019 and served first as vice president and then a first term as president. And it's an honor to be here with you this morning to share more about the association and our upcoming plans.
Yeah, congratulations on your election.
Thank you.
Nice.
I'm no stranger to island tea.
I mean, we don't just come in here daily.
Bye.
But for those who don't know me, I'm Malachi Ferguson, the Vice President-elect, and I'm glad to be here to chat with former member, Azem, and Jade.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Good morning. I am Malika Howell, General Member of SKNYPA. I was recently inducted this year into the association.
Nice. Freshy.
Good morning. I am Hassani McDonald. I am the PRO elect. I joined the association in 2019 with Maureen and Malachi, and I have been operating in the member residing overseas role for the past 2 years because I was pursuing some studies, but now I'm back and they have hijacked me to serve on the executive. And so I'm here ready to serve, ready to talk about SKNYPA, our anniversary, and all the good stuff that we are doing for the Federation.
Well, I mean, I'm happy you guys were able to come and hang out with us this morning and tell us a bit about what's going on, because now is a very exciting time for the association, of course. I know it's anniversary time. And
Yes.
so what has happened, let's talk about what has happened so far as it relates to the anniversary.
Well, yesterday was the actual day of the anniversary, and we would have loved to be in here. But of course, we couldn't make it, and so we are here today to talk all about it. This year, we are celebrating 21 years, and last year we had the whole shebang, we had the whole month-long activities. But this year, we have scaled down a bit, and we are just going to have some simple but effective activities. And so, starting next week, we're going to start off with a church service and wreath-laying ceremony. That's like a staple in all of our anniversary activities. Of course, you got to give thanks to God for the brains behind this, and we got to thank him for the growth of the association. And of course, the wreath-laying ceremony is because one of our founding members, Mr. Desmond Eli Ward, he would have died. And so we usually pay our respect to him, because without him and his vision, we would not be here. And so we annually pay our respect to our founding fathers.
Where you guys are going to worship this particular Sunday? Any ideas yet? That's to be announced.
I don't. It's can you help me with the church name? It's
Which one? Where it is?
the one that you attend.
Oh, for sure? Pentecostal Church of God.
Yes. We'll be, we try to rotate our churches, and so this year, that was the one that came out of the bag.
Oh, nice. Well, we look forward to welcoming you on Sunday, for sure.
Yes, and we look forward to having a good time. I don't think I've ever been.
Oh.
And so I think that this would be a good time.
You might need to come get saved, you.
Sorry?
You need to come get saved, you.
You don't know me. But yes, also then after the church service and the wreath-laying ceremony, we plan to have a youth forum next week. I think Malachi could assist me with some of the details. It's going to be a very exciting one, a very interactive one. And if you thought that the last one was amazing, I can't wait for you to hear the panelists and what they'll be speaking about this year.
Okay.
Malachi.
So it's the SKNYPA Youth Forum 2022. It's held under the theme A New Era, Breaking the Barrier, Reimagining Youth Leaders.
Just let that sink in for a while.
Marinate.
Yes.
So it's a leadership symposium style youth forum.
Okay.
We have panelists like Miss Nadia Rollins, who has a background in psychology. We have Miss Nikira Nichols, the reigning St. Kitts Nevis Carnival Queen. Yes.
And Miss JC's.
And Miss JC's.
Antigua.
Apologies. And Mr. Raphael Rodney, also known as Fons, Honorable Garth Wilkin, and Miss Natasha Gray Books. Right? So these persons would speak to different leaders, qualities, about health and wellness, financial literacy, the innovative leader, the ethical leader, the leader that rises above all odds. So it's really going to be an interactive session. We have invited all high schools in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, and they would be in attendance. But for persons who are listening and who want to be a part of it, you have to RSVP because it's an RSVP only event.
Okay.
So you RSVP by calling
668-7126.
Yeah, I can't see.
Repeat that again.
668-7126 or 660-5793.
Okay.
So it'll be Wednesday, September 21st, 2022, from 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. at the Kuna Caribbean Conference Center. And we'll also be live on Facebook, our Facebook and YouTube pages, and also ZIZ would be assisting us with media coverage from their end, which will be Facebook and YouTube and ZIZ online.
Oh, nice. Well, I know that's shaping up to be a very interesting event,
Yes.
very impactful. So I'm really hoping people take advantage, and I'm log on for sure.
Yeah, I think each of the panelists right now, they are very much out there, like they're in the face and of the population, and I think that it would really be impactful for the young persons, aspiring leaders, to really come out and hear the contributions of the different presenters. I like Miss Nikia Nichols, of course, her platform during her shows would have been financial literacy, and that's something that we want to speak to them about, want to encourage them to be financially disciplined, especially as a leader, because, with associations, finances is one of the biggest things. And without finances, you can't really execute those capital projects that you're really interested in. And so we're pushing for financial literacy in leaders, and of course, Mr. Raphael Rodney funds. We thought that he was a fitting person for the post of the innovative leader, because we would have seen, like, during the COVID-19, how he would have had that online show, vaccine,
right?
And how he would have really helped person, alleviated like mental health and just that entertainment aspect that was missing. And we thought that was amazing, and so we want to invite him in to really channel and challenge the youth and the young leaders there to be innovative leaders, try to remain relevant, try to move with the times and adapt and pivot no matter the circumstances. And of course, Mrs. Natasha Gray Brooks, her story is one that is inspirational, from a teenage mother to an attorney and a politician. And so we think that her story can inspire young persons that, no matter where you start, once you have goals and you work towards them with a support system, you can achieve anything that you set your mind to do. And of course, Honorable Garth Wilkin, who will be speaking about that integrity aspect. He's an attorney at law, and as an attorney at law, you have a duty to uphold the standards of the profession, standards of dignity. And so we think that he's fitting to speak to integrity. And of course, mental health is a big thing, and we can't forget that in our leaders. And so we've brought on Miss Nadia Rollins, who is, as Malachi would have expressed, has a background in psychology, and so she'll be speaking about, learning from your mistakes, being that strong person. Because as leaders, sometimes we think that, they're not humans, but they're not, like, bringing you back down to that aspect and really encouraging you to push forward.
Well, definitely a very capable and competent panel.
Yes, I agree.
And so I might got to log on by. For sure, I RSVP.
We'd love to have you.
Yeah, man, for sure.
So this is like one of our main events for this anniversary, and so it's very exciting, as I said, and we are looking forward to have it. And so we are inviting persons. Just hit up the numbers that we would have mentioned if you're interested. And trust me, last time persons were calling me on the day of the activity after RSVP were closed. And we don't want to have that this year. So just lock in your spot.
Move early.
And we'll proceed from there.
All right. Oh, by the way, for persons who may have missed the numbers, is there anywhere, like, on the association's Facebook page where that information can be found?
Shortly, there would be posts on all of our social media platforms. That's Facebook at SKNYPA, and also our Instagram, which is also at SKNYPA, and our Twitter.
Okay, sweet.
When you type in SKNYPA, you should see us in the search bar, and the post will be there with the information and the post. The flyer.
All right, sweet. So, and that is upcoming. You mentioned a few things so far. Of course, the youth symposium, also the church service and the wheat laying activities. But you guys would have had your AGM that took place recently.
Yes, on Sunday.
It was on Sunday. And how was that?
Well, the AGM was a very successful event. We would have recapped the last year. I would have presented the annual report to the general members and the alumni and honorary members that were present. And the treasurer would have taken us to the financial records for the year. And thankfully, well, I can disclose here due to the prudent fiscal management of the treasurer and the financial committee, we did deliver another surplus this year.
Awesome.
And so we look forward then to the upcoming year. We had the elections as well and the declaration of the results as well.
Awesome.
And don't forget our former member, Honorable Aileen
Philip delivered the keynote address.
And I think I heard that Malaika is actually a new member.
Yes.
New inductee. And how has it been so far being a part of the association? Of course, I know you would have gone through the whole probationary period and thing. So how has that been, and how is it now being a member?
Okay, firstly, I have to say it doesn't change. So, if you plan to join the association, don't think that the image that you get of the association during your probation period will change. That was a warning that I personally got. But being through and here now, I can say that is not so. My probation period lasted from February to June. Yeah. And I was inducted in July. It's all about inclusivity. I was pulled into the AGM committee. This is my first year in the association, and I was already pulled into the AGM committee. Yeah.
You were voluntold.
I was voluntold. Yes, I was.
That's the nature. I don't even think. I think Malaika is being shy because she's not even saying that she was named best probationer for the period.
Oh.
But I guess, humility.
Humility, yeah. Yeah, being humble, yeah.
Yes. But Malaika has truly been that probationer. And so, of course, she has been fully inducted into the association. We've been capitalizing on our resources. Because that is the purpose of having a probationary period, and it's the purpose of having a membership drive. So you can bring in persons, capitalize on their strengths, and of course, develop themselves. And so I think this would have been her first AGM, and so I don't know if she wants to speak on how it went, even though she was a part of the committee. How it went.
Well, that means she's in a good position to speak about it.
Personally, I think it was top class. That's what we're gonna use. Top class.
Okay.
This was my first event of such nature. So yeah, as part of the committee, as a member, it was top class.
Right. Well, I'm happy to hear that things went well with the AGM, and so you guys now have a very long track record of putting on these types of not top class but also very impactful events, and do you have on the horizon others coming up like we just talked about? But I'm sure you guys have even more events that are in the pipeline. Anything that you could hint to us about?
Well, also, what we didn't speak about for the anniversary is that we will be doing a charity initiative. And this year, the initiative would be centered around an environmental... it would be environmentally friendly because, of course, sustainable development, climate change are top priorities for the association. And so we will be working alongside the volunteer committee to carry out that initiative. And of course, more information will become available over the next week about what exactly this initiative will be like. This year, we didn't have our usual anniversary parliamentary sitting, but look forward for us in November. We're coming with a bang in November.
Yes.
So just a warning, get ready for the greatness. And of course, Malachi would be very instrumental in carrying out some of those activities. We're looking at a parliament sitting, possibly a inter-high school debate.
Yeah.
And so, I'm trying to partner with different organizations in St. Kitts. I think persons are recognizing the impact that SKNYPA has and have been having. And so, the persons are reaching out to us to, I guess, lobby for different things. And of course, once it aligns with what our vision and our mission, we are ready to partner. And so, I don't know if Malachi has any other events, Mr. Brand.
Well, I think the president, you could go over the rest of the year.
Yes,
Okay.
so we would have met as an executive last night for the first time.
Nice.
We hit the ground running, as it were. And in addition to those two events, we would have also discussed the launch of our own youth show. So the public could listen out for more details on that as well. We have in mind for now the mid to end of October.
Nice.
So that's a show that you could look forward to. It would be youth-centered, youth-focused, and youth-led. And so young people I know can have their perspectives heard and hear their views voiced by people their age or around their age. And I know that show will definitely be impactful for the Federation. We would also be building out on our regional expansion project. Last year, we would have started identifying different youth parliaments around the region that we could perhaps link with and have different projects with. So we would have been in discussions with the youth parliament in Antigua and Barbuda, the youth parliament in Montserrat, youth parliament in Anguilla, and in Scotland as well. So that's a project that we want to build out on. Just this week, I would have received a message from someone from the St. Martin Youth Council. So I know that the project is reaching places, and that's something that will continue in this year. Because we do believe that when we come together, our voices, our collective voices, they are stronger, and we can accomplish much greater if we work together as collective entities. There are also plans afoot to begin another talk show, but it will be more public awareness centered around the national budget, because we realize that a lot of times the citizens, especially the young people, aren't connected with their legislative process, and this is a process that affects everyone, not just us in SKNYPA, not just parliamentarians. And so in addition to that budget process talk, we will also have different public awareness campaigns so that the public is kept abreast of how Parliament works, how young people could be involved in politics and in the legislative process, and in so doing advance our mission, because we know that one main mission of the association is to involve young people in the government process and see themselves as aspiring leaders. That's just about it. And we also have plans for the Vision Park, which is at 5 Ways, and that will be one of our major projects this year. So that kind of rounds out the first quarter of activities. And
Are you saying that's the whole year, by?
No. That rounds out the first quarter. So we will be very busy, yes, Jade, in the first quarter, and some of these will spill over into the second and third quarter. But this is just testament to how much work we have and how the vision that we can have as young people, so that the young people of this federation aren't left behind and that they are taken to greater heights.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very excited about some of these initiatives. In particular, anything that sensitizes people as to, political processes, government workings, etc. I think that is something that is sorely missing, just around. I think a lot of people, when I hear people talk sometimes, it's like there's a understanding that there may be some misunderstandings or a gap in the information. A gap in the information that they have, and so that kind of shapes their perspectives and visions. But I'm really happy to hear that these are some of the activities that you guys are doing, and be sure to feel free to come back and let us know how these things are going and developing as time goes on. We're gonna have to wrap up soon, but just before we go, any final words for the viewers and listeners?
Okay. So I will go. So just piggybacking on what was said by Hassani and Mariel, this year we're trying to collaborate with more organizations, more entities, once our vision and mission aligns, right? And I want the general public to know we're a non-profit. We don't have, we depend heavily on dues and sponsorships and collaboration with entities. So if you are interested, if you've seen us out there doing the work, because we do the work, we do the hard work, and we get things done. To youth-centered, we have, as you heard, a year ahead, a packed year ahead, a packed quarter ahead. You just reach out to us to collaborate and send us an email at sknypa@gmail.com, sknypa@gmail.com, and even reach out to any of the members to try to send a correspondence so we could see how best we can collaborate to bring awareness and lobby for certain issues. Thanks again, Azem and Jade, for having us on Island Tea. It was a pleasure as usual to be here.
Guys, it's definitely our pleasure whenever you guys come and hang out with us right here and sip some tea in the morning. And of course, I'm personally just encouraging you guys to keep doing what you guys are doing. The situation seems to be in good hands, and I'm really excited to see what you guys achieve in next year. I'm sure that Hassani gonna be back here. He might be a fave before the year finish. So, as a PRO, I'm sure you're gonna come and hang out with us a little bit more as we move forward. So thanks again, guys, and good luck.
Okay,
thanks much.
Thank you.
Man. Guys, we're gonna take a short break and be right back with more Island Tea right here on Win Media SKN. Don't go nowhere.
Charge up with turbo energy, we want kickstart and a workout. Pour some in a mind and in a ear cup. We're going up and up and up. One cup and me charge up, turbo, me want no time for talk. Pour some in a my cup and get me energy up. Original flavor, me drinking, mixing with the juicing. We no lose turbo, me for win. Cause a turbo, me say me ever ready, never did it. The greatest, next level energy, it's legendary. Pass up, turbo, we drink and charge up. One cup and me gone up, me charge up with turbo energy drink.
Cool. Energize your goals with Lucozade. Get it cool. Look under the cap, find the code, win it. Thousands in prizes, iPhones and TVs. Or win 30 grand US dollars for your goals, that's goals.
For a chance to win 30,000 US dollars, purchase any Lucozade Energy promo bottle. Look under the cap and find the code to win iPhones, TVs, and free Lucozade for 30,000 US dollars to energize your goals. See website, social media, or press for details. Lucozade, taste the energy.
Caribbean tourism is dead in the water and wholly dependent on what's next in the United States, Europe, and Canada.
Global cases have now passed 13 million just 5 days after we hit the 12 million mark.
In Jamaica, residents of the parish of Hanover are in shock over the brutal slaying of 6 family members on Thursday night.
Chauvin had his knee on Mr. Floyd's neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds in total.
It's too much. It's too.
The news does not always have to be about this. There's a lot of good news, good stories, good people, good ideas to talk about. So listen up on Thursdays to Only Good News with your host, Enoite Inanga, from 7 to 8 p.m. It's going to be only good news for 1 hour, where we will share good news from stories and people, locally, regionally, and all over the world. And there's more. You will get to hear from people telling their stories of success, breakthroughs, and perseverance as we feature a special guest each week. It's Only Good News, and it's happening this Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. right after the, regular news. Only Good News on WinFM 98.9 and winfm.com.
Try to find a way to spend your time in positivity.
Hey guys, welcome back to Island Tea right here on Win Media SKN. It's still Hump Day, September 14th. And
September got somewhere to be.
But yeah, September ain't holding up tall.
We're already in the middle.
Yeah, but at least in all the rushing that's happening and all the time that's flying, some good people from the statistics department found the time to come and hang out with us this morning. And they're right here in the studio. Good morning, guys. How are you guys doing?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Awesome. I love the energy. But there's a lot of important things that you guys are involved with, and I know we're going to speak about one particular element today that's ongoing. But before we even get started, first, could we just hear who is it that we're speaking to? If everybody could just tell us their names.
Brina Atherton.
Connie Williams.
Carlton Phipps.
Samantha Huggins-Watley.
Samantha, can you pull your mic closer to you, please? Thank you.
All right, awesome, guys. So before we even get into what we're here to talk about, which is, for everyone listening, the housing and population census that's ongoing, I think there's some people listening and viewing who may not quite know exactly who the statistics department is and what is it that happens there. So could you let us know a bit about the department?
Yes, good morning again. The statistics department is one of 5 departments within the Ministry of Sustainable Development. Our responsibility is the production of statistical information for planning and policy decision making. Sounds big. Basically, we make information available so that government, private organizations, the general public have the sort of information that they need to make decisions.
So if I want to know what part of the island most women who stay in long-lasting relationships hail from, I should come to this department. That's the information y'all have. I mean, that seems like the place to go.
Yes.
How we could start?
That sort of information we don't have on hand, but I'm sure we can partner in terms of conducting a study. We have all the expertise on hand to help you conduct such a study.
Awesome. I don't find a proxy for you that give you at least a
general idea. I got a feeling he don't do the research here.
They don't know these things,
Yeah.
But that's awesome. That seems like a very important role, seeing as what it seems like happens is you guys provide the actual data and information that is used in the policy development, right? That sounds actually pretty important, Jade.
Yes.
So it's only something that should happen.
I mean, yes.
But I know one of the exercises that help you guys to develop and put this information together is what's happening right now with what is, I guess, locally just known as the census.
Yes.
All right. So what's the census and what's happening with that?
Well, good morning. The population and housing census is the largest, most important data gathering exercise that we do in St. Kitts and Nevis. In that we go across the entire Federation, St. Kitts and Nevis, house to house, door to door, person to person, and we ask you a series of questions. The sole purpose of it is to gather information about St. Kitts and Nevis. So at the end of the day, we can profile St. Kitts and Nevis, providing characteristics of the population of St. Kitts and Nevis and the conditions under which they live, the housing conditions and that kind of stuff.
So this does seem like it encapsulates a lot of data, being something that really the vast majority of the population is involved in.
Yes, it is.
But what type of categories you would say kind of comes out, just to give us an idea of the information? Because I believe one of the things that kind of hinders people from being fully involved and open with you guys is not really understanding what this is and why using it for. I'm pretty sure those are the kind of questions that you guys get.
Oh, you sound like you get interviewed and you ask these same questions, I get in that sense. It starts first, like I said, population and housing. So first off, we want to know about the conditions that you live in. So we want to know about the characteristics of the building. We want to know what exactly is there in that dwelling unit that you have, i.e. do you have the basic commodities and the basic amenities, running water, electricity, sanitation, etc. Do you have a flush toilet as opposed to a pit latrine? That's just a start of it. We want to know about the people, the general characteristics, firstly, your demographics, the age, sex, the ethnicity of people. Then we want to know how many persons are actually working versus unemployed, how many persons are in school, not in school, and we can go deeper and deeper, but generally, not every, but a lot of the major sectors of life, we want to have some kind of analysis that we can put forward to the public about it, in short.
Okay. So, why would you say it's important for people to be open and, of course, honest with the, what you guys call them, the interviewers?
Enumerators.
Interviews?
Enumerators.
Oh, the enumerators.
Yes.
Who may approach them and come to find this information. Why is it important that we are collaborative?
Yes. And this census is once every 10-year exercise. So once every 10 years, we come out and ask these detailed questions. Really to get, it's almost like a stock taking. You're trying to update the information that you have on hand and your population. Just as if you have a business at the end of every year or even in half a year, that a business would go and they do a stock take in terms of what items they have on stock within the store. And then they look forward in terms of what would be their purchasing plan going forward. So in the case of the census, we are collecting information on the population upon the housing condition of persons within St. Kitts Nevis. And this information is used for planning and policy making going forward. In terms of education policy, in terms of housing policy, in terms of infrastructural development. So we need the information for every single person that would feed into these plans and policies going forward. So look at it, once every 10 years we come out to you, we gather all this information, and this is used for planning for the next 10 years. The next census is not going to be until 2031 or 32, around about then.
So, I mean, when people like to talk about what needs to happen and what should happen and what the government should do, a lot of times they don't have the information that you guys have. So it's a lot of times might be based on their observation, personal feelings, but having this statistical data to try and inform.
Yes, factual.
Yeah, factual. I think that is obviously very important to making our best decisions possible.
That's correct.
Right. So guys, when the people then come by,
Stop here, this
a lot of trouble now, man.
Yeah, they're asking you questions for a reason. They just want to be in your personal business.
Any of you guys are actual numerators and go out and deal with that?
No.
Supervisors,
Supervisors.
yes. We would have done the enumerating side, so now we are supervising and making sure the other persons that go out there are doing it properly, capturing the right information.
Let's say we have graduated.
Well, I always like to hear about
but we have been through the
evolution.
process, yeah.
Yeah.
We have
So
been through
what are some of the reactions and experiences that you guys would have either had or heard about? I really just want to hear about some of the horror stories.
Well, I don't know that we can tell you any horror stories because one of the first things that applies to the census is confidentiality, anonymity. So whatever that is gathered there.
You ain't got to tell me who teach you the hot water, you know? You ain't got to tell me the woman from the sun, so I just want to know like, what the experience was like.
Different persons report it differently, but at the end of the day, it's wow. I didn't know that there was actually value in this question. Because one of the first things we do in the training the enumerators is we explain why they have to ask a particular question, because they themselves, they have to be able to tell the respondent, well, I'm asking you about your cooking, whether you use gas or you use electricity, and this is why I'm asking you. So when you explain to the enumerators themselves, they're like, oh, because I myself, I used to vex when you all ask me these questions. But once they know, understand, it helps them to be able to convince the person in the house to
be open and
yeah.
Awesome. Jade, you have any?
Well, someone wants to know why you ask specifically about income.
Mr. Phipps, I can pass that one to you.
I can go on a rant about this when you finish. I can go on a rant about this, but go ahead.
No, you can't go on a rant. You're supposed to be on my side, you know. So
I read you all.
Okay. But
I would say the income question. The income question is a very easy question because we don't ask person their specific income. We have some range categories, whether it's weekly, monthly, quarterly, bi-weekly, fortnight. So we use those ranges. I don't remember the range exactly, but let's say we'd ask if you fall between 1,000 to 2,000.
999.
Yeah. So it's not specifically, but the idea is to get a rough estimate in terms of what is the earnings of the households, all households across the island. So you just come up with an average calculation. So it's not with that way getting deep into personal business, just for the sake of minding their business. But one other example I'd just like to mention, as Colin was speaking, is date of birth. We've been having a real problem. A person do not want to give their date of birth.
Yes.
But for us, it is important because we use the information to do media population estimates. So we'd like to know, not just to say, well, you were born 1970, but depending on whether you're born early 1970 or late 1970, would make a difference in terms of that age grouping for calculating population estimates. So we really would like this specific data as much as possible.
That one surprising me because the date of birth is something that all on people's Facebook, they got that.
Yeah.
So
you're saying that.
Yeah, you may be surprised.
Wow. But it is everywhere.
Yeah.
It don't change.
That's the easiest information to get.
Yeah, wow. But in relation to the income, Jade, I always find it interesting how people are so guarded about the income. And to me, it's only us, when I say us, meaning black people, who does get antsy about that. You know, I just hear why people talk about the income like it's nothing. You know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I made such and such last year.
But there's another way you have to look at income, because the reality is, you tend to want to look at working groups. So if a person does this type of work in that particular sector of the economy, you want to have an idea of what the average salary is in that sector.
Mm-hmm.
So it starts first with persons being forthcoming with their salaries. So then we can say, hey, because one of the things we do, we ask you specifically what do you do, and we group you, and we can look at the grouping that you're in as against the salaries that are there, and we can say, well, in this group of persons, on average, the salary is that. And that can be informative to a person trying to decide where they want to go in terms of entering the workforce. The information is there. They can say, well, hey, look, I think I want to make a good chunk of change. Let me see which group of persons tend to make the most money, and then they can make the decisions.
Accountant.
You know.
Or if you are actually active in a particular group, you may be able to get an idea of if you're being underpaid.
Yes.
If your employer has any predatory type of actions.
Well, I don't know what the predatory part, but
treatment. If the average is this and I way below the average, then I could take that information of a conversation.
Yep. That is true.
Right.
Wow.
Also looking at the gender variance or lack thereof in terms of sort of salaries paid, earnings are made by male females. Yeah. So there's a lot that can come out of the data, but we can't have good data. We can't do good analysis of the data without actually receiving quality data from every single person, every single household. That is critical.
Honest responses.
Wow. Well, guys, it's obvious that, let me put it this way. I'm hoping that hearing why this exercise is so important, that we get more collaboration and openness from the general public.
I never understood why people always want to fight the census people.
maybe it's just a lack of understanding.
I understand it to some degree. The second you come and say, well, I want to ask you questions about yourself, you get reserved right away. You know, so, but just want to reassure the persons that it's in good faith, it's for good purpose, and as I said, confidentiality, anonymity, and one thing I always want to let people know is that we take this very much seriously, to the point that there's a penalty to any enumerator, supervisor, anybody. If you go to any capture information, if I find out about my good friend inside here, and he lists that person as his spouse, but the other person thinks that's his spouse, that's for me to keep, that's not for me to tell. And if I tell now, you're not gonna know it, you know.
Nice.
If I talk it now, they can lock me up and they can find me. And the one thing we tell the persons up front is, if left to us, we're doing both.
Right.
We're jailing you and we're taking some money.
Right.
So we take it seriously.
For persons who may be skeptical about someone showing up to the premises and asking some of these questions, is there any way that one can identify the enumerators? What are some things that person should look for to ensure that these persons are actually representative of the statistics department?
Well, each enumerator, they will have on their official census shirt. They also have, we provided them with a vest, and they also have their IDs that show their status for the census, whether they're a supervisor or an enumerator. So those are what each enumerator should have with them every time they go into the field. Also, we also give them a letter, so if all else fails, they should have the letter also.
All right, so if I'm skeptical about who this person is showing up at my door, I could always ask her, hey, can I see your
ID or your letter?
Do you have some type of paperwork that suggests that?
If all else fails, you can have them call it the
office.
The office, yes.
Okay.
And we'll verify.
Awesome. Well,
information to have.
Yeah, I think this. Now, how long has the process been happening, and how long is it expected to last?
We've been in the field since about May, sometime in May, and we are hoping to wrap up most things by the end of September, with sometime thereafter for cleanup. So asking persons just to be with us for at most another month. You know, some persons may come. If you have not been interviewed yet, you can actually call and say, well, I live in this area and I have not seen anybody, and we can make arrangements to send someone, or if you prefer, you can come to the office and we interview you there. But just about a month more to go. We ask everyone, please be responsive, provide the data, we promise you. We value it, we treasure it, and we're going to use it. And at the end of the day, we actually will publicize the results. So you won't be left wondering, well, you took all of this information from me, what's happened to it? One of the first things that we must do is to publicize. Simple as it is, you will know factually what the population is of St. Kitts and Nevis, and more detail, how many males, how many females. And we can go down the length and the breadth, but we will inform.
Yeah, and I think people really need to take interest in that type of information.
Yes.
If you, and where is that information posted? I'm sure you guys have websites or social media.
Yes. Stats. .gov.kn. Yes, you go inside there.
Page as well.
It's right now. It's set to point you first and foremost to the census information. We have a Facebook page, Statistics
Department of Statistics.
And maybe in time to come we'll get some other platforms. But for now, those are the main two.
The website and
the
Facebook page. Yes. Okay, awesome. Because I think also sometimes I hear people complaining that there's this information that they would like to have and they want it to go and that kind of thing. And sometimes the information right there and it's maybe they don't really know. Where is the department located at this present time?
Bladen's Commercial.
Bladen's Commercial Complex?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. But do you guys encourage people to reach out to the statistics department to get information?
Yes.
What type of requests do you guys generally get? I'm of course not from the government. I'm talking specifically from the private sector.
There are different areas. One on my side, of course, the population. Schools, universities, they tend to have their students do research projects on communities and so forth. So they want community profiles, population of the community, the ethnicity makeup, ethnic makeup of that community, religious practices, that kind of stuff. Income, of course, we want an income grouping on the economic side, GDP, per capita, balance of payments, and another very interesting one is trade imports. One of the things we do is merchandise trade, where we provide and compile data with regards to the movements of goods into and out of the federation. So you can find out specifically about a particular item. You can come and say, could I have imports of alcoholic beverages for the last 6 years? And we can provide that for you. So first we have our standard tabulation, and then we can do private specific tabulations at your request.
So, and this is of course limited information that only specific people who are part of the Illuminati could access, right? That's like me as a regular person can't come and ask.
Yes, my brother. Anybody. That's the beauty of that. The department's purpose is to serve the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. It's not restricted or reserved for any one party or grouping. Anybody, and not just St. Kitts and Nevis, actually, anybody across the length and breadth of the world can come and say, can I have this information? And once we have it, we make it available.
So this is public information?
Yes, definitely. Yes. Definitely.
Just one caveat right there that we must add, that even with these data sets, that we also ensure the confidentiality of the providers of those information. So as Connie would have mentioned in terms of the importation of alcoholic beverages, but if you have a specific beverage that is only one company or two companies are importing those, we cannot give you that information because
you'll be able to
filter out in terms of what each one is doing. So confidentiality, privacy of personal information or business information, that is paramount for us. That is key to what we do.
Awesome.
And I give the public confidence in the work that we do.
Awesome. Yeah, I think sometimes that is a concern. Persons feel like, hey, you got my information, not recognizing that is not the purpose of the request or what's happening. And it's just part of getting a true view of what's happening.
Certainly.
Yeah, and also for students, of course, you mentioned that university students, I know, generally have their research papers and have to reach out to you guys. Feel free, I'm sure that there's encouragement for you to go and request the information that be necessary or pertinent to your research.
Yeah. I was to that. I want to say common requests that have been getting recently is the inflation rate, because persons recognize what is happening in the global economy, that prices are edging up. And cost of living adjustments. I've been getting a lot of those requests recently.
Okay. Do you believe that some of the information that you guys have could really help to impact private citizens if they were able to position themselves to receive it. I think a lot of times we don't have the information. Okay, let's put it this way. The same way the government uses this information to make informed decisions, do you believe that private citizens could benefit from the same type of information?
Yeah, definitely. Some persons do it market research, especially if you want to set up your own business. The first thing is to find a niche market, to find if there's practicality going on that road. So,
bro, come on, you know what we do. We see somebody doing something, we just go do it too.
Exactly. So we got to shift away from that.
Yeah,
we have to shift away from that. So you can look to see what is in existence, and you can try and find where there's a need or lack. And we do provide some information that you can utilize, and you have to be strategic in what you ask for. Because one of the failings, or rather one of the things that affects persons, is they come and they say, well, I have a project to do. Can you give me information? I don't know which direction you want to take.
Right.
So you have to know where you want to go, and then you have to know what to ask for and where we can be provided. But yeah, everybody can use that information.
Yeah, I think that's something that we may need to popularize more, just people accessing the information that is available and making informed decisions as opposed to so much of the guesswork.
Yes.
Kind of feel like this is what it is. Sometimes you'll be surprised your feelings way off from the reality. And I think the department is there to give you that information.
Yes, that is our push, supporting evidence-based decision making.
Yeah,
Love
sure.
it.
Are you with that?
Listen, yes, we don't support that here every day on the show.
But
yeah,
guys,
show me the facts.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But guys, time is fast spent. Any final words for our viewers and listeners?
Yes. Oh, sorry.
You could have multiple last words. It's fine.
Ladies first.
Well, just to piggyback, the phone number for the department, for those who would like to call, just in case they haven't been enumerated yet, for the census is 467-1257. So they can give that number a call and just let us know. And also, one of the activities we have planned for our advocacy outreach program for the census is, well, it was technically scheduled for this Saturday, but with the uncertainty of the weather right now, we are gonna still plan for Saturday with the adjustment that we might have to reschedule.
Right.
But we have an island-wide drive-through planned for this Saturday to go around the island just to inform the general public that we are still in the field. This is what census is about, and we are still expecting them and asking them to put their full participation for the census, because the census information is really important for the Federation. So that is this Saturday. We are planning to start at 9 from our office location, traveling east around the island, and we're going to be stopping in various communities across the island as well, doing some giveaways and what's not. So we are asking the general public, weather permitting, to do come out and participate and be receptive of us as we come to your community.
Nice.
Yes.
That's something to look forward to for sure.
Yes.
So, as Connie would have mentioned, that we've been in the field since around April, May. We had some lull during the height of the political campaign and general elections. We really couldn't compete. The competition in terms of the marketing, advertising, it was crazy. But we continue to do what we were doing. But right now we're coming down to the end of things, and we really want to make a final push to ensure that we get every single person, every single household enumerated. So we hope that we can be back here next week. Every week we want to be out there doing something, talking to the general public, encouraging persons to cooperate, because we want everyone to be counted in the census. Thank you.
All right, guys. Appreciate you taking the time out to come and hang out with us and sensitize the people as to exactly what is happening with the census. And I think really answer a lot of questions that might have been lingering in general public, and possibly putting them at ease as it relates to giving information to the enumerators. Guys, it's only a month left. Only a month left also. Thereabouts. So
make sure you give this important information. If they don't come to you, reach out to them so they can know that you have not been a part of the census.
It's really not saying it's people like being things. Don't call them now. Don't call them. Hey, nobody come check me. Nobody come check me. I check me neighbor. Them I check me.
They don't like to feel left out.
Yeah, of course. Hey guys, and of course, look forward to you guys coming back and letting us know exactly what's going on. It would be really cool if we could do a show sometime talking about some of the findings. As you guys put that together. So maybe we could work towards that in the future.
We can do that, definitely.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
Well, guys, time is fast spent. We gotta leave. We gotta go. We gotta disembark.
Indeed.
Jade?
I'm feeling half achieved this, so.
Are we going bakery?
Yeah, man.
Nice. Watch out. Let me tell you something. If you're a kitchen and you never had a half with cheese, could you really call yourself a kitchen?
No. Listen, I told my friend the other day that I wanted a half with cheese, and he took me to the bakery, and he was confused about the joy.
You're from Guyana, no?
No, he was from Dominica.
Oh, okay.
They don't understand. They
don't get it.
No, clearly not.
They don't have the bread we have here.
That is why.
I keep saying, and we just had the statistics department here, and they're talking about exports. Bread need to be on that. I need look at the Dongana. I ask them.
Yeah, man. Bread definitely needs to go on the list.
Yeah, but for sure. And I always say, just like how Jamaicans export patties and eat the buns and all them kind of things, we need to export butter bread. You need to be able to go to a bakery, and yes, we do have some bakeries in the US. A big up Fancy Loaf in Miami, the both of them. but we really need to have like these bakeries all around the world, Europe, Africa, thing that's selling our music.
Bread will definitely help to boost the economy, you know.
No, it will just be a hit, Jade.
One loaf at a time.
One loaf at a time. But guys, it's time. We gotta leave. We gotta go. We gotta disembark. I have been seeing more and more how important it is, the things that we say at the end of the show, and I will keep saying them because
every day,
every day you could tell the people who don't heed, who don't take
who
heed.
not listening.
You could tell them by. Oh my God.
Just embarrassing us and them.
In here. But guys, whether you listen to us on one of the digital media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, etc., appreciate you so much for being part of what it is. All the people who comment and be a part of the conversation happening online. Party!
Yes.
To all the people who listen on the radio, 98.9, big up yourself one time.
Indeed.
And of course, guys, please learn from the losses of others. But today, this week, Jade, I feel like I have to emphasize this a bit more.
Yes.
Please spend more time living your content.
Please.
Than posting it. Everything don't belong online.
No.
You don't have to rush to put everything online.
I don't understand the justification you get by doing that. I don't understand it.
It's called likes, apparently. Apparently, likes
that
is
not currency.
It's emotional currency, Jane.
Oh,
that is the problem.
All of y'all are not influencers. Okay? I know that you may think so, but you are not.
People need to start recognizing the difference between influencers and laughing stocks.
Yes. Also, sad news, Jesse Powell passed away.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That did just happen.
That was like last night. I saw it last night.
Wow.
Great talent.
Yeah, man.
Boy, we lost a good one. I remember the church just jamming to those songs, you know.
Jade, the last few years been kind of rough. And I said it the other day, you know, a lot of greats, we losing a lot of greats.
Yeah.
Losing a lot of greats. Anybody figure? Hey, watch out! Can I make a plea right now? Can I make a plea for us to, as a world body, make a decision to give the elixir of life? Can I have it?
Yeah.
Give the elixir of life to Stevie Wonder. We don't want to lose Stevie. Don't want to lose Stevie ever. It's a personal plea.
Stevie won't be here forever.
I mean, if you got the elixir of life, I mean...
Who say he wants to be here forever as him?
We don't care about his feelings.
What you mean? You gonna hold him hostage on it?
We don't care about his feelings. You're staying here. We can't...
You want to hold him hostage on it?
We can't deal with the grief of having to admit that you're no longer with us in this plane.
Bye. why these things happen. These things happen, friend. You cannot hold the man here hostage.
Okay.
That is unfair and selfish.
Okay. Well, let us just celebrate them while they're here. What about that? How about that? Let us continue to give people the flowers while they're here.
While they're alive and well.
Yeah, don't wait until the transition.
Please don't.
Yeah. But guys, and of course, please remember, you can't be everybody's cup of tea because you... Yeah, see what I got to deal with? See you tomorrow, see you tomorrow.